Okay, you all. Hello, hello, hello. So it is Women's Month. Women's Month. Awesome. Black History Month. And then right after Black History Month, Women's Month. Which I think for black women, we probably need that because we get challenges from our skin color and then we get challenges from our gender. Because again, still women all over the world are being mistreated and not given full opportunity, basically just because of their gender. And in some places it's still the pay gap, again, all because of the gender, all because that, you're a woman and not a man, that at times you will get treated differently, and that's all women, regardless of race and ethnicity. But again, the black woman though, we go through, I feel, again, mine way more challenges than any other, I feel, women, because a lot of times for us, just even before we open our mouth, even before we even we don't be doing nothing wrong, but they just see this black skin, and then they see that we're a woman, and they automatically just, start accusing us or feeling or suspicious of us, like we're doing something wrong. And you just living life and doing your normal thing, that of course other women of other races can easily do, and no one won't question or be suspicious of them. I'm just walking down the street, so it's always interesting. But again, this is Women's Month, so again, for all of us women. And so the key thing again, and this is International Women's Day, so it's just again just remembering that we all want to make sure that we respect women. We all want to make sure, even as women, respect each other. We all want to make sure that we don't feel that somebody's work is less than because of their gender. You all have seen me do videos before where I've talked about, and I don't know, have I said my name yet, y'all? I'm Michelle Hope Walker. And let me date this. So, yeah, this is March 8th, 2022, and it's Tuesday. So, especially in the entertainment industry, I know I've talked a lot about how, in the music industry and entertainment and different things, you're there to handle business just like, the men are. But because you're a female, all of a sudden they looking at you like you a groupie. And you're like, hold up, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because, you see all these other men lined up and they like, hey, dog, I like you, looking like they fans and looking like actually they groupies, But they don't see them as that. They're ready to do business with them and work with them and all that. And then when it gets to you, it's just sort of like, and like I said, it's been time that I was the one that actually schooled the guy on, okay, I'm going to go here, this person network with this, and at that season in time, I knew more than the person I was just coaching, because it's sort of like my prodigy in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because I love to help people, you all know, whatever way, especially if it's something that person is interested in doing too, whatever I can do to help, I'm that type of person. So, like I said, we go a place, and I'm the one that has schooled him to help him, and then you get the people, big name people, looking at me like I'm a groupie, like I'm just, and I'm like, no, I have degrees in this, I studied music, no, I am not. It amazes me. So so that's just my example again of sometimes the difference with your gender. And so in this Women's Month and this Women's Month history, that in the entertainment industry, that it is, we need to make sure that it's made more fair. And you do see a lot of women, in good positions in entertainment industry, and bless their heart. Hopefully they didn't have to do, different activities to get there, but they were just able to get there on their key merit and their key, different things. And then I don't even feel like it's nothing wrong or right if they know the board know they needed to diversify their board. Like I was just watching something earlier today that they were saying, you should not have a board where it's nothing but just all white men on your board, because you're not getting then different perspectives of the actual public, because the public is not just all white men, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of us, different people out here. And so I thought, wow, that's, yeah, so, I'm even for that. If you need to put a woman in there to help diversify, that's fine, you know what I'm saying? Because we are still coming with different perspectives that, certain other people are not going to have, So you always need a woman on your board, in your business or something. And everything you're doing, it should be a woman somewhere present. Now what they say, sometimes we hear where they talk about there's always a good woman behind every good man. We don't want to be behind. We don't always have to be the one behind you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you'll see where a man will have the assistant, and basically the assistant is the one that's doing the work, but he's just the face and the name that's on the papers, but she's the one helping to make him shine. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, do that, but I'm saying also there should be a point that we should be shining with our name on the paper of the work that we've done, not that we just have constantly helped other people to shine. And so again, this is Women's Month, Women's History Month, but also just call it Women's Month. So just like we do Black History Month, we're talking about, Black History, but then we're also just talking about celebrating blacks, period, So same thing with Women's History Month, we celebrate just women overall. And it's Women's Month, talking about women issues and different things like that and challenges that we deal with. So yeah, it's even one time they were talking about, and this was back in the day, hopefully they don't still do video shoots like this, but they even had video shoots, a hip-hop rap video shoot, and how they even categorized black women. They had what we want the black, and in some way it was sort of degrading, so I can't remember all the full wording. I was just like, on some of the things of what they said, but somebody, they wanted women with their natural hair, and then the women with weave was looked down, and then the women, it just, it was just like appalling that that's how they even seen us, because I really feel like no matter how a woman wears her hair, that doesn't determine her worth or determine if she's good at what she does or not, or anything, so that does not determine, her worth or anything of the sort like that, because of what her hair looks like. So it's just like you just have to stay prayed up. I'm a Christian, so it is about God and it's about staying prayed up, and so not only I do believe, as women, as we, support men, support our husbands, support whoever it is we're in a relationship with, just as they should be supporting us. It's not a one-way street that, we're always supporting them and they're never supporting us, but again, as we talk about Women's Month, and we just talk about, also the great things that women have done. Women have done so many great things. I think about Ma Rainey, we didn't hear about her name. A lot of people still don't know who Ma Rainey is. Before there was a Red Fox, there was a Ma Rainey. You know what I'm saying? Ma Rainey is the one that really helped put a lot of people on. And she doesn't get the credit that she should, and it goes back to she was a woman. And then that's where, again, like I tell y'all, then the race factor comes in that, when they had that totem pole, and I didn't do the totem pole, this is your American society, this is a totem pole, where they put the rich white man at the top and they just bow down to him and make sure they treat him right. And then they got the black woman that's down at the bottom where they just, treat us like however. Or sometimes just ignore us, period. Like we don't even exist. So it just seemed like she was the key one in comedy that really helped put people on. And then it's like they just took her out of you didn't really hear about her. You ever heard about Red Fox? You heard about some of the other ones. You know what I'm saying? So, but you didn't hear about Ma Rainey as much, so her name should have been, ringing all throughout, just like Red Fox and everybody else. But again, that's where it goes back to the gender. She was a woman. And then in that instant, a lot of times for us, it goes back to the race too. So that's why they say Sojourner Truth talked about that black women are the most hated people, because she's looking at the two. She's looking at how the challenges that just black people overall, people of color, have to deal with, and then she's looking at, and now we're a woman, and just women, no matter what race you are, got to deal with a whole bunch of stuff. And so now you're putting that combination of two groups of folks that gotta, black folks and then women, and now you're both of those, and so you're dealing with a double whammy of a challenge. So anyway, I'm your girl Michelle Hope Walker. So we're celebrating Women's History Month, celebrating women, and talking about conflict. So yes, like I said, make sure that you're with women, make sure you're fair, make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. As far as treating her right, don't just feel like the woman don't know what she's doing and always ask for a man, but know that the woman is just as credible in what she's doing as the man is, okay. And then let's celebrate women. So even the women in your life, even your family. So if you want to start out with your family on celebrating them, you have daughters, your mother, your grandmother, celebrating the women in your family. And then it branches out from there, your friends, and it always gets me sometime on these celebrations of the holidays, the mothers, and all. People will celebrate other people but not celebrate the women in their family, or the fathers in their family. It's like I always believe in, it's good to start with family first. Start with family first, and then from there, then you launch out into everybody else that you might want to, honor. All right, I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker, and so this is about celebrating women and Women's History Month, and celebrating Women Month. All right, I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Hope_speaks. Facebook is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, listen. Instagram is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. YouTube is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. All right, so God bless, and women, celebrate you and celebrate yourself. All right, so celebrating women.